Welcome. Today, we're going to train your ears for what is, for many people, one of the trickiest parts of learning Mandarin Chinese, the tones. Mastering them is all about listening for those subtle, tiny changes in pitch. So, here's how this is going to work. We'll play a sentence for you, and your job is to figure out the correct word just based on its tone. You'll see two options on the screen. It sounds simple, I know, but it really does require you to listen carefully. So lean in and listen very, very closely. Okay, let's dive right into our first round. We're going to start with some words you might hear around the office or in a professional setting. You ready? Let's get started. Okay, listen to this one more time. 你的经历很有趣. So, based on those tones, which word did you hear? Was it A, 经历, which means experience, or was it B, 经理, meaning manager? If you chose A, you got it. The correct word was experience. The sentence means your experience is very interesting. So let's break this down. The first syllable, 经, is a high and flat first tone, but the real difference is in that second syllable. For experience, you heard li, a really sharp falling fourth tone. For manager, it would have been li, a dipping third tone. Can you hear that subtle difference? That's exactly what we're training our ears to catch. All right, here's the next challenge. Listen to this again. 我没有加班. So the sentence means, I didn't do something. But what was it? Was it A, 加班, to pretend? Or was it B, 加班, to work overtime? The correct answer was A, pretend. I said, I didn't pretend. Now, the crucial part here is that first syllable. The dipping third tone in 加 is totally different from the high, flat first tone you hear in 加. The phrase for overtime, 加班, actually uses two of those high, flat first tones. Okay, ready for the next one? Let's give this one a shot. Listen carefully. 我需要将近1万块. The sentence means I need 10,000. But what are we talking about? Is it A, 奖金, a bonus? Or is it B, 将近, the word nearly? The answer here is B, nearly. So the whole sentence is, I need nearly 10,000. The big giveaway is that sharp, falling fourth tone in jin. Now, compare that to the high, flat first tone in jin for bonus. It's a completely different shape to the sound, isn't it? All right, let's move on to round 2. This time, we're going to be listening for tones and words that you might hear just in day-to-day life. 我喜欢收集钱币. This means I like to collect something. So, what was it? Was it A, 铅笔, pencils, or was it B, 钱币, coins? The answer was B, coin. The key difference is right there at the beginning. You have to notice that rising, kind of questioning second tone in 钱 for coin. Your voice goes up. That's totally different from the high, flat first tone of 钱 for pencil, which just stays level. This one is pretty fun. Listen to the sentence. 我有大肚子. Am I saying I have a big belly? Or am I saying I have a big rabbit? It all comes down to one little sound. The word was 肚子, belly, with that short, sharp, falling fourth tone. That's why the sentence means I have a big belly. Now, the word for rabbit, 肚子, also uses a fourth tone, but there's a really subtle distinction in that initial sound that makes all the difference. This really shows how crucial these little details are. Listen to this. 好像有人敲门. The sentence starts with, it seems like someone is, but what are they doing? Is it B, 敲门, knocking on the door? Or is it A, 敲门, a knack or a trick? The answer is B, knock on the door. The word 敲 has a high, flat first tone. On the other hand, 敲, for knack, has that sharp, falling fourth tone. This is a perfect example of how a single tone can completely change what a sentence means. Okay, time for our final round. This section has some common expressions that are really, really easy to get confused if you're not paying close attention to the tones. Let's listen. 他好像他妈妈. Does this sentence mean he really misses his mom? Or does it mean he really looks like his mom? He looks like his mom, so the answer is B. 好像 uses a third tone, that dipping one, which is then followed by a fourth tone, the falling one. This is very different from 好像, to miss someone, which uses two of those dipping third tones, one right after the other. And for our last pair, listen closely. 我们没有联系. Did I just say that we had no contact? Or that we did not practice? The tones are going to tell you everything you need to know. The answer is A, liànxí, which means contact. So the sentence is, we have had no contact. The key difference is in that first word. The rising second tone of liàn is the big clue that separates it from the falling fourth tone of liàn in the word for practice. So how'd you do? Hearing these tones can be really challenging, especially at first. So how can you get better at picking up on these subtle but absolutely critical differences? So what are the big takeaways here? Well, first, really focus on the shape of the sound. Don't just hear the word, try to hear its melody. Is the pitch flat? Is it rising? Is it dipping? Or is it falling? Second, context is your best friend. If you aren't sure about a tone, the rest of the sentence can give you some powerful clues. And finally, you have to practice actively. Don't just passively listen to Chinese. Try to mimic the tones you're hearing. This helps build muscle memory for both your mouth and your ears. You did a great job today. Practice just like this is really the key to improving your Mandarin listening skills. Go ahead and let us know in the comments which one of these was the most challenging for you. Keep listening, keep practicing, and keep up the fantastic work.